Hey guys, so we'll be checking out this Mooer black truck. Now, you've probably seen other YouTube videos about people using this pedal, and this is kind of a first look at this pedal for me. So bear in mind, I'm not an expert at this whatsoever. We'll kind of go through each section. But I have something interesting. You see up top here, I have an acoustic Stageman NewX Stageman floor, which is an acoustic pedal preamp. And because I use a lot of hybrid guitars, like this Fender acoustasonic, which has both acoustic and electric pickup. So, when I'm on acoustic, and when I use electric, I don't want to have two separate rigs, or I want to have one kind of main thing and then have an acoustic thing too, so I figure I'd give this a try, see how it sounds. Now what I've already done is I already kind of set a compressor. Most of the knobs are on 12 o'clock, and then I have, see this light right here? This indicates that the effects loop is on, which means that this preamp pedal is on. So this is how it sounds. I think it sounds pretty good. I like that has pretty warm tone. It is going through the phone out, so it has a cab sim. So that's kind of odd because an acoustic guitar, you don't really want a cab sim, that's for electric. But I kind of like it because it kind of smooths out the sound a bit. Because sometimes, piezo pickups can be kind of harsh. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. So what about the new X pedal is you can also activate the chorus. That's one thing that's kind of odd about this pedal. There's no dedicated chorus mode, so I guess if you want a chorus, you could definitely use this. So that's pretty nice. What else? So, as far as getting an acoustic sound and through this pedal works pretty fine. And let's try without the compressor. It doesn't really fill out, does it? So if you turn on the compressor, gives it more fuller sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the reverb knob on the acoustic pre. So it's more subtle. When we get to the reverb here, I'll adjust, but for now let's just use the Stageman reverb. Okay. So now I'm just gonna see how this works, just using that Stageman acoustic. So we're gonna try the other parts of this pedal using this preamp. So obviously we're not going to do overdrive and gain because that's something you don't want to do with acoustic guitar. But let's try with the EQ. So turn on the EQ. So most of it's pretty flat. I've adjusted some of the highs a little bit, but I definitely increased the gain. So it definitely sounds louder. So it'd be good for if you gotta do some kind of solo lines. bit high, so what I'm going to do is, and I should adjust the treble a bit. So let's just kind of do it back to flat. See how that sounds? It's better. And just kind of keep the level higher, or kind of high. So let's compare that to EQ. Gotta be careful here because this thing is barely standing. And then I'm gonna adjust it. EQ on. Oh yeah, definitely cuts through the mix. Turn that back off. Okay, then let's go to the modulation. Now, see, I have the chorus in here, but let's try to check out other parts of modulation, see how that works. So we have a phaser. So I'm gonna turn everything up to noon. Alright. Turn it up to noon. So this knob, I guess it controls like the repeats or like of the phaser. Not really there. How about this? A quarter. You kind of wah wah wah, yeah. What about 8? 16th? And the X is random. Now, what's cool about this, it has a tap tempo, and I think it's set to do both modulation and space. So if I go like, maybe like that. Let me adjust the color. So let's go all the way down. And then, before it was middle, let's go all the way up. So the intensity is definitely higher. I'm going to put that on the middle again. Let's go to range, go all the way down. This could be like repeats or something. Or like the depth kind of thing. Yes, so kind of like the depth knob. How about it? I never really had a use for phaser much. Tremolo does. Let's see. How about tremolo? I'm gonna do 8th note. Wow. Maybe try 16th. Let's see if I go faster. Oh, that's too much. I'll try to get it right. Dun, dun. Something like like Boulevard Broken Dreams kind of thing. Alright, how about flanger? Let's see what that sounds like. back down to the eighth. Kind of has that, you know, try to get the jet plane effect if I can. It's too fast. How about if I turn more? Yeah, that's modulation. I'm not really a big modulation guy. Besides chorus, I'm a chorus guy. So, well, they say, you know, you could get chorus if I turn all the way down on the flanger. Yeah, it does, you know. It really does get that kind of chorusy sound, doesn't it? Well, let's compare that to, how about the chorus of the Stageman? You know, real chorus kind of sounds more subtle. And then compare that to the modulation again, the flanger. It's similar. It's not quite there, but it's similar. It's usable. Definitely pretty good. How about space? Now let's check out space. I'm gonna check out the delay. So I believe the tap tempo is set to yeah. So let's check it out. So let's go about. About that. Well, let's get the reverb on. Actually, you know, I'm going to turn off the reverb on Stageman. Turn up the level a little bit. Pretty cool. How about just a reverb? Just these two knobs right here, which is nice. So what I heard is the mix right here, it's all the way down to 12 o'clock. It adjusts so you get your dry signal plus reverb. And when you go past that, it's more reverb than dry signal. So all the way at 12, it's an equal amount. So yeah, so if you go all the way down to all the way 12 o'clock, so at 0, it's like just dry guitar. And then if you do 12 o'clock, sorry, if you do 12 o'clock, then you get both dry and wet at the same time, like equal amount. And if you go past that, you get more just a wet sound. I'm not cool with that. I like probably 12 o'clock, maybe a little less. Yeah, okay. There's that. And then let's try delay and reverb. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so now let's go to the electric guitar settings. So, instead of just turning off the preamp, I guess I could do that too. You know, in fact, I think I'll just do that because that's probably easier than to like do switching here. Because if you want to turn off the effects loop, you gotta hold these two buttons, and right now it's just not very feasible. Maybe when it's on the floor it's better, but for now I'm going to turn off the preamp. So now it's just strictly you know, just this portion, okay? I'm gonna go to the electric guitar setting, alright. So this is a clean sound. So I'm just gonna leave the compressor on. Alright. I'll leave the space on too. Modulation I won't do it. I'm just gonna kind of go with the overdrive, high gain, and maybe could do that combination with the EQ, kind of use it as a boost. Okay, so let's do overdrive. So I'm gonna put everything at 12 o'clock. They say it's supposed to be kind of like a what's that? You know, tube screamer. So let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, let me just put on the reverb. So. Turn up the volume a little bit. So you get that tube screamer sound, right? Then turn that off. Then we turn on the high gain. This is like a distortion sound. What I love about it, it has a noise gate. Well, first let me turn everything up. So even with the noise gate on, there's still a sound. Oh yeah. Very high gain. So turn on the... So there's a tone and tweak. So if you go lower, you get more bass sound. I'm gonna put that at 12 o'clock. Let's see what this tweak knob does. Kind of adjusts the mid frequency. Go high. Makes things tighter. And then this speed is a scoop boost. So I need a scoop. I guess you do the like Metallica thing, right? So I got to turn up the gain for that, don't I? So forth. So there's that. I'm not really a high gain player, but judging by the tweakability, you get like you know, like rock sound. Turn down the gain. Maybe turn off the mid scoop. Sounds pretty good. Mind you, I'm using a single coil guitar, so if it had humbucker, it'd be even better sounding, wouldn't it? Let's back to the overdrive. I'm more of an overdrive guy. Turn down the gain a bit, and then turn up the EQ of the tone. So this is what I kind of like, a little bit breakup. So if I have to do like a rhythmic kind of riff kind of thing, sort of acoustic guitar-ish, you know, Sorry, this thing's about to fall. This is not the best setup. Turn on the EQ. Should give me a boost. Let me see. Probably has a little too much high there. So you could do that. It's more of a clean boost. However, what's cool about this is you could feed the overdrive into the distortion, so you can get like more gain structure doing that. But I really don't want, that much gain. So I'd probably mess with the EQ then, Or, how about... Oh, let's see what this will sound. What if I turn on the stageman? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Because, acoustic preamps are clean. Let me see. So without... Huh. You know what? I think I kind of like it better than this EQ thing. This EQ thing is fine, but this has gives you a little bit more drive to the overdrive sound plus a level boost. I think I kind of like using the stageman better than the EQ. Huh. That's interesting. But, yeah. But, man, honestly, I can't really find a really bad sound out of this pedal. They've really, put like just a bunch of usable, really good sounds out of this, Mooer Black Truck, and it's very, very attractive little, pedal board. I mean, all these types of pedal boards, like the Sonic Kick, the Mooer Black Truck, they're all were originally inspired by those Tech 21 fly rig pedals. This is like taking the fly rig and putting it on steroids, right? It's like way more full featured. It's pretty awesome. And it's I got it for $270, which honestly, tap tempo, all this stuff, tuner, man, it's amazing. This is from the Chinese company, like Mooer, Joyo, Hotone, all that stuff. It's all made like pretty much the same place. So, it's like, man, they come with really good stuff for really affordable. It's pretty scary if you ask me. That was pretty awesome.